So yeah, this happened a lot sooner than I thought, right? Trae Young has been traded to the Washington Wizards for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. First off, right? Kudos to the Washington Wizards for getting this done. Once I heard that Trae Young had his eyes set on Washington, I had my thoughts, right? Why would you want to go to the Wizards, number one? They're not even a 20-win team. Why would you want to go to a team that's not even in contention? Then I had to look at it in another way. Trae Young still wants to be the main guy. And going to the Washington Wizards, he will be the main guy. Going to the Washington Wizards, they will be getting a player that is averaging 25 points and, close to 9 rebounds. I'm talking about throughout his career. He's been around those numbers, right? He's been dealing with injuries this year. And I'm not going to say the relationship between him and the Atlanta Hawks went sour. But what I will say is what happened in Atlanta was they found their footing with other players, mainly Jalen Johnson. Now, we do know CJ McCollum's, I believe he does have an expiring contract with the Washington Wizards. So they may offload CJ at some point. I don't know, because I doubt if they really want to start CJ McCollum, but that could come into play, and use other guys like Nickeil Alexander-Walker off the bench. But when I look at this trade, I think the Washington Wizards absolutely got away with a fleece. This is highway robbery. Corey Kispert and CJ McCollum in no way, shape, or form are to the extent of what a Trae Young could be, right? Trae Young is still relatively in that mode of his career where he's not old and he's relatively seasoned, right? So again, like I said, the only part of his game that I still have gripes with is not injuries, defense. That's the only part of Trae Young's game that gives me the most, I just can't get around that he's not a good defender. Now, going to Washington, you do have guys like Koulibaly. You do have guys, like Alex Sarr. So there are, not Keontae George, but you do have, a number of young players that you can surround him around and make them better for the long haul. So this for the Washington Wizards, I think, was a great move. For the Atlanta Hawks, I feel like this is a long play, something where they're going to see what they may be looking for another trade for CJ McCollum, maybe not, or offload him, cut him, I don't know. But again, like I said, for the Washington Wizards, once Trae Young was on their radar, they did everything they could to get the deal done, and it's done. So let me know what you think.